I purchased this light at Home Depot yesterday because I wanted a motion-sensitive closet light. It's a commercial electric 12-inch LED motion-sensitive ceiling light. This light's a great product and super easy to install, but I got really hung up on the settings and spent a full afternoon and morning figuring it out. I almost returned it out of frustration, but there's really no other product like it on the internet that I could find, so I kept playing around with it until I got it working. So I thought I'd post this video in case it can help anyone else out. Out of curiosity, I thought I would check the reviews on the Home Depot website. Sure enough, I was not the only one having issues with this product. This is an amazingly simple product to install. 3 steps. You mount it, wire it up, screw it in, attach the wire nuts, boom, you're done. The installation default settings were not what I wanted, so I began to set the dip switches to other settings, and that's where my problems began. First off, if the factory default settings work for you, the light is great right out of the box. It gives off plenty of bright white light. A warmth setting would have been a nice feature, but after seeing how messed up the manual instructions are, I don't think adding any more complexity is a good idea. It took me a full afternoon and the next morning to finally decode the instructions, and I have 30 years in the technology field. This light really should not take more than 5 minutes to install. In the hopes of saving some other poor soul from such a colossal waste of time, I'll tell you what I found. First off, there's a test mode when the power is first applied that they say nothing about in the manual. In test mode, the light comes on for 5 seconds and then goes off no matter what the hold time is set to. I assumed this was the set off time, so I looked at the switches. No, they were set to the 5-minute default. That's odd, I thought, so I immediately began to doubt the instructions. Had they mentioned this test mode in the manual, I probably would not have had as many problems as I did with the instructions. The second issue I had is with the switch positions themselves. The directions do not indicate which direction is off and which is on. Yes, you can figure it out from the default settings, but once you begin changing the switches, you're on your own. And remember, I doubted the instructions from the very beginning because of the undocumented test mode. It turns out that off is away from the sensor mounting screw, on is toward the switch number. Also, the switch sensor diagram shows the switches numbered 1 to 6 from left to right. But when you're looking at the light installed, which is upside down, the switch numbers are 6 to 1, left to right. Finally, they have the daylight sensor option. I had to look up what lux means. It's just lumens or brightness. But in my case, the light would not go on if it was too bright in the closet. I wanted the closet light to go on at any time of the day or night. Since we have a window opposite the closet, the light seemed to work at night, but not in the daytime, which really complicated my diagnostics. Once I disabled the daylight sensor, that helped a lot. Switches 5 and 6 need to be in the off position for this, which is away from the screw. My final switch settings that work for my small 8x8 closet was 6 off and 5 off. That disables the daylight sensor. 4 on, 3 off. That gives me a 90-second hold time as opposed to their 5-minute default. 2 on and 1 on for the smallest detection area for my small closet. Once I got all this set up, the light works great. I just wish I could get those 12 hours of my life back. Hope this helps someone out there. Thanks for watching.